Today I'm going to be crashing 100 Hot Wheels with each crash getting bigger and more extreme. Then at the very end I'm going to crash 100 Hot Wheels all together at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go. For the first few crashes we're going to try knocking things down, starting with these dominoes. And I built this ramp to send the car down. 3, 2, 1, go. It looks like we missed some. There we go. Next, what about some wooden baby blocks I stacked up in a triangle? Here we go. Yes! Next up I got some mega blocks, so let's make a wall. Let's go. Yes, sir. Now let's make another wall with Lego and see how it holds up. Oh wow, it actually exploded. But now let's take it up a notch and use these real bricks made from concrete and see if we can still crash through it. Yes, we can. And up next we have the biggest challenge yet, a Jenga tower. It's 54 wooden blocks that make up 18 levels. Let's see if we're able to knock this tower down. Here we go. One piece flew out the back, but it didn't knock over. Let's see how many crashes it takes to knock it down. Nice. For the next crashes, we're going to be launching into stuff, starting with this trash can. Nice. Next, let's try crashing into my sink. And for this next one, let's fill up my bathtub. And I built this big ramp with a launcher and a jump at the end to send it into my bathtub. Let's see if we can land it. Okay, here we go. Let's go! Up next, I bought these Orbeez, so let's see if we can make a satisfying crash. Ooh, that was satisfying. Now let's open a bag of chips and crash inside it.
Yes, sir.
That was crispy. Next, what about a bowl of cereal?
Oh, he needs some milk.
Now let's see if we can crash land inside this coffee mug.
Nice.
What about a cup of orange juice?
Wow.
For this next one, let's try landing inside a wine glass. We got it. Now what about a small cup? Nice. And for the final crash landing stunt, let's see if we can crash into the world's smallest cup. The car barely fits inside, so it needs to be perfect. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. No way, we actually landed it. Let's go! For these next crashes, we're gonna see if the Hot Wheels can drive over different terrains. And I built this big ramp to send the car down. Let's start with dirt I got from outside my house. Can it make it through, or will it crash? 3, 2, 1, go. Too easy, straight through. Next, let's see if it can make it through some sand. Nope, it got stuck. Now let's try some gravel. Oh wow, it almost crashed. But now let's take it up a notch and add some bigger rocks. 3, 2, 1, go. That was some serious damage. I hope they have car insurance. Next, what about some leaves I grabbed from outside? Easy. Now let's touch some grass and see if a Hot Wheels can drive over it.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we got some mud, so let's see if it's gonna get stuck. Yes, it does. Now let's try crashing through some wood chips. Oh wow, I did not expect that. Next, let's try driving over some snow and see what happens.
Nope.
Now let's see what happens if we add some ice. That was cold. But now for the final terrain, let's see if a Hot Wheels could drive over water. The moment of truth. Yes, it can. Next, I went to Instagram to ask you guys what I should crash my Hot Wheels into, and we got a lot of ideas. First up, a midair crash, and I built 2 ramps facing each other. 3, 2, 1, go. No way, that was actually clean. Even Mr. Clean would be impressed. Next comment said to do a crash inside a loop. That was violent. Alright, this one said to simulate a crash during a race. First one to clear the jump and cross the finish line wins. 3, 2, 1, go. Down the ramp, now the jump. The red car makes it, but the blue car crashes. And the red car passes the finish line and takes the W. The next comment said into a fence. So I found one outside, and I'm going to use this booster with the ramp to launch it at full speed. Oh wow, it literally just bounced back. Next up, someone commented rocks, so I stacked up a pile of them and launched it forward at full speed. That was some serious impact. Next, what about a tree? Ouch. Yeah, I would not want to drive into that. Next, what about launching into a real wall at full speed? Okay, here we go. And this last person wanted me to crash into a Cybertruck, so let's see if they're actually bulletproof. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, the window didn't even break. For these next crashes, we're going to be crashing through different things. And I'm going to be using this launcher that blasts the car forward at maximum speed. Let's start with something easy like a thin layer of baby oil. Okay, but now what about some syrup? This one's thicker, so it might slow it down. Here we go. Next, I got some toothpaste. And this one is even more thick, so hopefully it does something. Yes! It crashed. Now let's try adding some shaving cream and see if it can make it through. Nice. Next, I bought this gold slime, but why does it say 6-7 on it? Anyways, let's crash into it and see what happens. Okay, but now what about this jello I made? Oh wow, it actually got stuck. Next, let's test it with some peanut butter. I promise that's peanut butter and not something else. now let's try some kinetic sand. I did not expect the sand to be that strong. Next, let's see what happens if we drive over a banana peel. Oh wow, it actually causes a crash. Next, let's try crashing through some plastic cups. Here we go. Nice. Next up, what about a balloon? It got yeeted. But now let's level it up and try a water balloon. Let's get a replay in slow motion. Ooh, very satisfying. Next, let's check out some official Hot Wheel track sets that have crashing stunts, starting with Crisscross Crash. This track has 4 separated loops all connected into one massive crash zone in the middle. There's a motorized booster right here that keeps the car flying non-stop. There's also parking spots for other cars, so now let's load some cars on the track and see how many car crashes we can simulate. That was some serious damage. The next track is Massive Loop Mayhem, and it's the world's biggest Hot Wheels loop. But what makes it even more crazy is there's a crash zone in the middle of the loop. It comes with this blue car, so let's send it through and see what happens. Nice, it didn't crash, but that's about to change. Let's add a second car and see if it crashes. Now let's simulate a crash with 3 cars on the track. And now what about 4 cars? That was pretty crazy. The next track is basically a huge skyscraper tower that's 3 feet tall. It starts with the motorized booster that launches the car straight up into a huge jump up the tower. From there it goes into a loop, then wraps around the entire structure, hitting 2 separate jumps before cycling back around again. But now let's load up the car and see if it can complete the course. Yes! But now let's take it up a notch and add multiple cars on the track at once and see how many crashes we can simulate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 crashes. For these next crashes, we're going to send Hot Wheels down different slides, starting with level 1. Nice. Now level 2. Okay. Next up, level 3. Not bad. Now level 4. Okay, this is getting pretty high. Let's go. And for the final one, level 5, which is this massive tunnel slide. So now I'm going to walk to the very top of it and send the Hot Wheels down. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. Next, let's simulate some crashes from different heights. Let's start with the lowest height, right off my table. But now let's raise my table to the highest settings possible and launch it off. It survived. For these next 3 crashes, we're going to be launching the Hot Wheels into a pool, starting with the lowest height. Here we go. Nice. But now let's take it up a notch and launch it all the way from the balcony. I hope it makes it into the pool. Yes! But now for the final launch into the pool, let's send it off a 2-story house. Do not try this at home. Okay, here we go. Let's go! It actually made it. Next, let's crash into some bowling pins, starting with 1 pin. Now 2 pins, 3 pins, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10 pins. We got a strike. For this next crash, I'm going to be jumping a Hot Wheels through fire. I built this mini track outside, starting with the launcher, leading into a tiny jump over fire and into a pool. Please don't try this one at home. Let's go! That was crazy. For this next one, I'm gonna crash my real car into a Hot Wheels and see what happens. Comment who you think is gonna survive, my real car or my Hot Wheels. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so the Hot Wheels took the L. It got flattened like a pancake, but it's actually not too bad. It even still works. But now for the final crashes, we're gonna crash as many Hot Wheels into each other as possible, starting with 1 car. Easy. What about 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars, 8 cars, 9 cars, and now what about 10 cars? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. There we go. But now for the final crash, I'm going to be crashing 100 Hot Wheels into each other at the same time. And I used all my Hot Wheels track to build this massive 10-lane track that takes up my entire table. Now I'm going to raise each side to create a giant ramp so the cars can crash into each other. So now I'm going to load 50 cars on each side and send them down at full speed, making them crash in the middle. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was probably the craziest Hot Wheels crash I've ever seen in my life. Subscribe for more Hot Wheels videos, comment below what your favorite crash was. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.